aircraft already getting airborne. This is a Hunter. Special aircraft for everyone here at Lucas. Was probably the most successful of the British post-war fighters and is certainly well remembered as a delightful and capable aircraft by everyone that flew it. Very much a thoroughbred, came out of the same stable that designed and built the Hurricane, the Typhoon and Tempest, and would later go on to build the Harrier. The Hunter was designed by Sir Sidney Can, the same gentleman who designed the Hawker Hurricane. And the prototype first flew on the 20th of July 1951 at Boscombe Down with Hawker's chief test pilot Neville Duke at the controls. And it was in April the following year that Neville Duke took the aircraft through the sound barrier for the very first time. Deliveries of the Hunter started in 1954 and continued all the way through to 1966. And during its life, the aircraft was continually modified and improved, resulting in over 25 variants, including export versions for 22 foreign nations. Perhaps the best known overseas customer was Switzerland, where Hunters were still in service right up to 1995. Now this particular Hunter is sporting this very beautiful all-over black colour scheme, representing an aircraft from Treble One's Black Arrows, the RAF's display team between 1957 and 1960, when based at Royal Air Force North Weald. And I am joined by former pilots of the Black Arrows, and I look forward to having a little chat at the end of this display. The Black Arrow started as a 4-ship display team, that then grew to 7 and on to 9, and then supplemented by additional Hunters from number 56 Squadron. They amazed the aviation world in 1958 by looping 22 Hunters in formation at Farnborough, a feat that has not been beaten or equalled. In all, 1,985 Hunters were built. The aircraft capable of a level speed of 620 knots. That's just under the speed of sound. The aircraft was supersonic only in the dive. Could carry a range of weaponry, 4 30mm Aden cannon, each with 120 rounds, and also up to 7,000 pounds of weapons carried externally on 4 hard points, 2 on each of the wings. The Hunter served with the Royal Air Force and also the Royal Navy as a day fighter, ground attack, and also advanced flying training aircraft. Although originally designed as a single-seat aircraft, some marks were T-birds, 2-seaters, with pilot and instructor sitting side by side as opposed to one in front of the other. From the left, the Hawker Hunter. Well, I've been joined by Ross Colwill. Now, Ross is a very experienced jet pilot, but the reason he has joined me at this particular moment is because he was a member of Treble One Squadron and actually flew with the Black Arrows. Ross, welcome to Lucas.
Thank you very much, thank you.
So Ross, this must bring back memories, watching this aircraft.
It certainly does, yes. It's many years ago, but it was a great thrill to be on the team. And of course, it was, as you said, a member of Treble One, which is a squadron already here. The Hunter for the formation aerobatics was the perfect aircraft because, as you can see, the dogtooth leading edge meant it had better handling at lower speeds. And every now and again, when the speed dropped very low, on top of loops and things, it kept its stability, and you could hold your position much easier than you could with most aircraft.
Now we're in a very lucky position at the moment because we've been enjoying this display by the Black Hunter, and right in front of us we have the Red Hawks and the Red Arrows.
Yes, I'm a great admirer, and I'm thrilled every time I see them. About 3 years back, BAE sponsored a dinner while we were having a reunion of Treble One Squadron, and the Red Arrows and me flew in, and we had a dinner together called the Dinner for the Blacks and the Red Arrows, where they explained what they did, and we talked and how we did it many years ago. And it was a great evening, a very exciting evening.
Well, away to our left-hand side, we can see the Hunter making its landing. Of course, Hunters are equipped with drogue chutes to help slow the aircraft down, but of course we do have a very long runway here at Lucas. So actually the use of the drogue chute is a kind of optional extra.
Yes, we didn't have drogue chutes, we just burnt the brakes out.
And as everyone always says, a delightful aircraft to fly.
People say if an aircraft looks as if it would fly well, it does fly well. That's certainly true of the Hunter, which is a beautiful looking aircraft.
And that's not the end of the Hunter.